What is up, everyone? One more video today before I call it a night. It's getting pretty late, but I wanted to talk about this. A lot of you may have seen this clip already, but for those of you who haven't, I'm just going to roll this out for you.
Ever experienced a true pandemic. And I'm hoping that now that this is over, people are going to, recognize that some serious errors were made and not repeat those.
Gross understatement, Mr. Rogan. Fauci outright murdered people, and they weren't just beagles. The nursing home debacle will be remembered by history as coordinated mass murder. The vaccine is unexplained deathing people in the many thousands, and the entire lockdown situation has caused more damage to humanity than any pandemic ever will. It will be remembered as one of the greatest human rights violations maybe ever. The amount of people that died because of lockdowns, untreated illnesses, starvation, etc., etc. Saying that the pandemic, which was entirely drummed up and perpetuated by the media, if they hadn't constantly talked about it, no one would have known we were in a pandemic. 99.97 survival rate. But I digest. Yeah, gross understatement. Gross understatement.
That's the best you can get out of it.
So what do you tell those people?
Vote Republican. That's what a lot of them are going to do anyway.
Yeah. Now, he said it with a smile, he said it with humor, but he's being serious. Because what else can you do? I wanna highlight something of the. This is a highlighting of the absurdity of the timeline we're in. This right here, this gentleman right here, is a skateboarding, beanie-wearing liberal socialist, and he is talking about the importance of paying attention to what is going on in the Republican Party and the preemptive coup against Donald Trump. He is talking about Joe Rogan saying that we need to vote Republican and agreeing with Joe Rogan. I cannot stress enough how important it is that you cease to be apathetic, that you do your research, you find out what really went on. There's a great book you can read by a Democrat, lest you think I'm some right-wing conspiracy theorist. The Real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Go read it. Go ahead. Then you come back here and you tell me that I'm being a conspiracy whack job. I put up a book review of that on my channel, Zach Pieper, where I talk about literature. It was taken down. I was censored by YouTube for talking about that book. When they're trying to silence a group of people for telling the truth, you know that the people being silenced are on the right side of history. And to prove my point on that, I cite the entirety of human history. Listen, if you're apathetic to evil, you are then evil. If you are unwilling to inform yourself about what a group of politicians or political advocates are doing and advocating for, and you just vote for them because they're your team, you are now complicit in evil, which is evil. All you have to do to not be evil is say, I don't support that. Is say, this has gone too far. You don't even have to vote for the other team. You don't have to vote for Republicans. If they don't support your values, you don't even have to vote for Republicans to not be evil. All you got to do is not put your voice behind evil people and call them out for what they're doing. You hate the Republicans? You think the right is fucked up? Fine. But don't sit here and tell me that that the right is worse than the left. And don't sit here and tell me that, oh, both sides are equally terrible. No. No. Only one side perpetuated the lockdowns, which, again, killed hundreds of millions of people, more than COVID did. Don't sit here and tell me that both sides are equally terrible when only one side is advocating for the castration, chemically and surgically, of an entire generation. A 4-year-old can pick their gender, but you can't drink until you're 21. Think about that. Just think about the absurdity of that for a second. Don't tell me that both sides are equal when Twitter censored a group called Gays Against Grooming while allowing child porn to be distributed on their site. And don't try to tell me that Twitter isn't run entirely by hard left people. Don't say both parties are equal. You're lying to yourself. It's not an argument. So, you have a choice. You can stop supporting evil, or you can be evil. The choice is yours. Welcome to the adventure. I'll see you guys in the next one.